Knowing this could truly save a crypto investor millions. Ripple put out an amazing tweet yesterday. We're going to break down the myths or the myth busters around cryptocurrency. Welcome to my channel. My name is Coach JV. What I work to do is make the complex simple. Cryptocurrency and this new innovative technology and the new financial system can be very complex. But by breaking down to simple terms and providing financial education, we can break free from the just over broke indoctrination. And we've helped over 6,300 warriors now worldwide break free, teaching the 5 pillars of wealth, one to include infinity banking concept, where we help people understand in these very volatile times how to secure, protect, and compound their wealth. So just like the big boys do, you know what I'm saying? The elites don't bank like we do. There's a reason why the 1% have stayed the 1%. So in the description down below, you can join our academy 7 days for free in 2023. We do everything under the protection of our academy due to all the scammers out there. I will never proactively DM you. I will never ask you to send me money. Those are all scammers. In the description down below, you can dive into our Warrior Academy. All right, so let's dive right into it, Warriors. So this came out from Ripple. This is going to be a short video, but I wanted to share this with you guys because one of the biggest things that will get you wrecked and will number one get you wrecked and something that will save you millions is to understand that when people are fearful, you should be buying. When people are celebrating, you should be selling. This is very simple investment strategy. When there's blood in the streets, which is coming very soon with the capital markets, with interest rates going up, all the central banks are about to completely flip the whole system on us. You're going to see the middle class get wiped out, leverage towards technology moving down to the working poor. This is going to pull the capital markets down, creating amazing buying opportunities. So if you got into crypto in the beginning of 2021 or 2020, going into 2021, and all of a sudden you're super excited and you saw your portfolio come collapsing down as we went into 2022, I think it was around April, May 2022, you probably thought you made a horrible decision. Now, you only made a horrible decision if you blindly invested in things that you don't understand. But if you invested in real world speculative assets that are going to be here for the long term, then there's no reason to panic sell. But what most of you did is you panic sold, then you bought back in. You panic sold, then you bought back in. And you're buying back in when your favorite influencer is flooding you into the market and selling you their cryptocurrency. Okay. So remember, there is no get rich quick. So this will help you take a deep breath. So your uncle at the barbecue or your mom and dad who have no information around this technology and are indoctrinated, or your grandparents who are trying to give you advice and in the old industrial era where the pension is dead, the 401k is not a good retirement plan, this will help you take a deep breath. So this came out, it says to fully utilize the benefits of crypto, business leaders must decipher fact from fiction. So they're talking to business leaders specifically. See through some common myths, crypto myths, and learn how the technology can improve operations, increase agility, and lower cost. As an entrepreneur owning multiple companies, cryptocurrency, new technologies have radically transformed the way that we do business. TikTok, we built multiple, well, we're about to build our second, and then going on our third 7-figure ecosystem from TikTok. That's crazy. Let's think about that. From TikTok. Everybody thought it was for dancing kids. My daughter introduced me to TikTok, and that's a reason why we're here today. So we use these innovative technologies for good to help people around the world. So this came out on June 29th, 2023. It says in May 2010, 2 pizzas were purchased for 10,000 Bitcoin. Well, considering a novelty item, the early real-world transaction involved cryptocurrency, heralded a steady march for technology towards the mainstream. Now, remember, in 2009, the BRICS countries were created. Also was Bitcoin's inception. Interesting, right? Just little connections there. So number one myth is crypto is a fad. Blue chip brands like PayPal, Visa, Starbucks have kicked off crypto rewards for their customers, and a number of payment companies have deployed crypto-enabled solutions to speed up their transactions, lower cost, and improve transparency, reliability, and major pain points for cross-border payments. Central banks and governments are also exploring crypto and blockchain in the form of central bank digital currencies to advance financial inclusion, improve the effectiveness of the monetary system, and boost payment efficiency, both domestically and internationally. According to research from the Bank of International Settlements, more than 90% of the world's central banks are actively exploring CBDCs. Today, consumers around the world are engaging in crypto far behind its initial use of payment mechanism. far behind. In fact, active blockchain addresses reach an all-time high of 15 million in March, doubling in 2 years as developers, gamers, artists, and the like leverage this extensive capability of technology. We tokenized our events at the Warrior Academy. It's been remarkable. Myth number two, crypto is risky and volatile. Let's pause for just a moment. I don't think they talk about the market cap here. One of the reasons why it's super, I don't think I have it in here. There's also means, yeah, so it doesn't have it in here. So basically the market cap is really thin. What that means is how much money's in the market, right? So if a whale moves a large amount of cryptocurrency, it makes it very, very volatile. Now, a lot of the things that you're getting involved in trying to get rich quick, those are being dumped because they're Ponzi schemes, right? You are the liquidity. They take their profits, they get everybody excited, and the top pulls their profits. So, this is another example with Ripple's payment solution. Should the price of any given cryptocurrency or digital asset change during a 3 to 5 second it takes for the payment to settle, Ripple automatically absorbs the change and the customer is unaffected. So, Ripple will absorb the change in the actual volatility as the 3 to 5 second transaction. Think about that. So here's why, another thing to think about. When you go into a bank right now and you want to buy a home in Europe or across the country or even the United States, it takes 3 to 5 days, sometimes 72 hours. It could take sometimes a week when we used to work at the bank for a wire to go from the bank through the Federal Reserve and then back down to the other person. This will happen in seconds now. Now, the reason why this is going to happen is because banks are in a liquidity crisis. When velocity of money starts to move like the speed of light, they can lend more, they can take more of your deposits, they can index it, they can do all the things that they do right now at a much faster pace, and they'll have much more money to deal with. So, also, and then you have all the unbanked in the system. Crypto, and I'm not supporting that. I'm just saying this is where we're heading. Crypto can be a powerful business to business solution to have a demonstrable everyday use cases. Business leaders and treasury managements are leveraging crypto solutions to facilitate cross-border payments, including remittances, domestic consumer payments, internal treasury flows, with real-time settlements, increasing data visibility. Crypto solutions have brought greater speed, transparency, and cost savings to payments worldwide. Okay. Myth number three, crypto is not sustainable. That was the narrative they were trying to sell us for a while, that crypto is energy intensive. Do you know how energy intensive it is for branches and ATMs? It is so expensive to run these branches. Crypto is not energy intensive. First, it's important to recognize that not all crypto is energy intensive. The mechanism that the blockchain uses to record and execute transactions dictates its energy usage. The XRP ledger, XRPL, for example, is green by design, and it's recognized as the first major carbon neutral blockchain. And its native token asset, XRP, does not require mining. Some crypto operations are even using renewable energy sources to improve sustainability. This has been an important factor for organizations and countries considering using crypto solutions for applications like carbon markets and CBDC. It goes right into the narrative of the World Economic Forum. Larry Fink is on the Treasury. I think it's called the Treasury. Basically, he's part of moving the mission forward, the World Economic Forum, the largest asset manager in the world that is tapped by our Federal Reserve to balance out the markets. And it's all about ECG and environmental social governance. Myth number four, crypto solutions are complex and difficult to implement. Similarly, the crypto industry has made a sustainable progress since the advent of Bitcoin in 2009. And it's a proven to continue to arrive at breakneck speed as consumers become increasingly interested in interacting with crypto. Traditional financial institutions are responding by integrating their technology into their service offerings. I've been telling you guys, Bank of America, Chase, JP Morgan are all going to be operating on distributed ledger technology. Ripple is an active partner in this process by bringing enterprise-grade crypto solutions to enable anyone in the world to move value and seamlessly as information moves today. Seamlessly cross-border payments for financial institutions and global businesses, abstracting away from complexity of integrating digital wallets with traditional fiat systems, preparing central bank and commercial banks for digital first future with CBDCs. Ripple is simplifying crypto solutions to facilitate greater adoption and realization of the benefits. And number five, crypto lacks regulatory clarity. Well, we know that. In America, the rapidly expanding use of crypto solutions by governments, individuals, and businesses worldwide has helped drive a parallel increase in regulation. For example, there are a number of new or in process legislative acts in the UK, and the Chancellor just last year announced a stablecoin would become recognized form of payments to be brought under the UK regulation. David Mercer of LMAX Digital points out that this is a good thing. The only thing worse than people talking about you is not talking about you. And it's good that they're recognizing this as an asset class. So as you sit here and we panic about the markets and we're worried about the Ripple versus SEC case, which we all should be, because basically what happens with XRP being deemed a security or non-security, so a commodity, a security, or a cryptocurrency, is going to dictate the whole market. So those people who hate cryptocurrency, well, you better, or XRP, you better be paying attention to the case, because you are going to pay for your attention based on how they regulate this. But if you think about it for just a moment, not all other countries, some of the major central banks and countries already are putting regulatory framework in. In America, we are in the decline of the global superpower. The people, the old industrial money, the old industrial wealth is starting to throw haymakers. They're starting to lose their power in the industrial area. So you're going to see a switch to a new monetary system. And we're starting to lose our dominance in America. So when someone starts to lose their dominance, what do? They get super sloppy. That's what narcissists do. They create a problem, they create a reaction, and they try to come up with the solution. So now, if we stay calm, we don't invest more than we can afford to lose. We don't try to get rich quick. We invest in speculative assets that we think are going to be here for the long term. And outside of that, we create a game plan. So when it goes parabolic after the Bitcoin halving, April 2024, you should see a parabolic move in Bitcoin. And then that wealth starts flooding into alternative coins, everything outside of Bitcoin. When that starts to go up, the elites are now selling their profits to the excited people coming in, because everybody will start talking favorable about crypto, and everybody will forget about this moment in time. We are very malleable and very manipulated as human beings. All of a sudden, we forget about the past and we focus on the present. So then crypto will be everything. All the gym bros will be talking about it. Everybody will be talking about it at work, and everybody flooding into crypto. And I will be selling those people my crypto. As I sell my crypto, I will hold 50% for the long term. I will exit the market. I will pay my taxes, and I will index my money in index universal life policies. From my index universal life policies, I'll keep my head on a swivel looking for more businesses to purchase and get equity in. Number two is I will buy more gold and silver. Number three is I will buy more real estate. I'm looking at multifamily and starting to expand into that arena going into next year. But as I go to look at these things, I will leverage my index universal life policy. So I'm still compounding the money, borrowing against myself, and creating new cash generating assets. With the cash generating asset, I'll pay back my IUL policy, and I'll repeat the process. So eventually, when I pass, my family will have tons of wealth tied up in insurance, which is secure, which is protected, which nobody can touch it. And my principal is guaranteed. If I was sitting in my 401k from the bank, thank God I cashed it out to start this and lost all my money twice in the process. I'm so grateful I did that, because now where I'm at today, because the lessons I learned by losing my money for the third time. I lost it a long time ago by self-induced. And if you guys know my story, 17 years ago, I was a drug addict, committed suicide. So that was totally self-induced. The last two times were not being financially educated, not having the proper financial education. So I rewired the foundation, and within 4 years, I've reframed my whole family's timeline. Financially free now, and now the next cycle is generational wealth, because we're horizontal, crypto, business, IUL, precious metals, and now we're going into real estate. And now we're starting to learn how to navigate this tax liability situation, right? Remember, nothing is against you. Tax codes are not designed to keep you poor. They're designed for you to create businesses. If you know them, there's tax code 401k. Look up the tax code, right? That's your 401k. That's a tax code. And then there's 7702. My dyslexia. It's either 7702 or 7022. 7702, which is a tax code, which is using insurance and tax-free income at retirement, because you're lending to yourself. You do not get taxed on loans. And think about that for just a moment. In 1913, this type of product, I think it was around 1913, this type of product came out. Well, what got created during 1913? The Federal Reserve, which regulated our job markets and the money flow, right? So they created vehicles that would keep them wealthy. But now we can share this information with you guys, and we all have access to those vehicles. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Add in the description down below. You can join our private warrior academy. As we always say, warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go.